for watching. Thank you for being part of the foundation and what we do. Thank you for joining with us. We are so excited to have each of you here. Today, we want to talk about success and money. And success and money is a series of daily habits and victories. Success and money is a series of daily habits and daily victories. It's just that simple. Success and money is a series of daily habits and daily victories. You can't just take some pill, okay? There's no shortcut. It's a path. It's a journey. Have fun on the journey. That's why you're here. I'd like to go back and be 16 again and take the journey all over again. I'd like to keep my information that I had. It's a journey. And that's why we're here. Now, when I talk a little bit about the journey and the seven habits, what our goal is to make this so simple that you can do it on the back of an envelope. It's got to be so simple that you can manage it on one piece of paper. It's so simple that you can add more and more layers to it. But the 7 steps, the 7 habits, the 7 secrets are very simple. And now we want to expand those. We want to add more layers and more layers and more layers. But the crux, the skeleton, the 7 steps are pretty much the same. And we want you I want you to think of a couple of things as we talk about the 7 steps. Okay, so as we talk about the 7 steps, I want you to think about success and money. Right now, it's kind of like money driven because it's math. It's easy to be able to show with that. But number one, as we talk about this, is that you need to make more money. And there's some things that I want you to think about. I want you to think about Sam. Sam. Who the heck is Sam? Sam is success and money. Sam is success and money. And that is who we're going to be talking about today. So here's Sam. Now, how do you make more money? Well, you study successful people. You study successful people. Well, what else do you do? We want you to start being healthy. Okay, there's more to this than just studying successful people. We want you to work on your time. We want you to make more money. We want you to allocate where you're going. We want you to solve problems. We want you to add value. And guess what? It's a daily affair. It's a daily affair. We do this daily. Okay. Now, some of you say, well, I've got to do everything perfectly for 90 days. I've got to create a habit in 21 days. No, guess what? The clock starts over every day. Every day you have the ability to do better than the other day. And every day you have the ability to check things off. Did I do anything to help me be more successful today? Did I listen to somebody? Did I read something? Did I listen to good videos online? Did I attend any classes? What did I do today to be healthy? What did I do to increase my energy? What are the things that I did today? Did I go for a walk today? Did I do my feared things first? Did I think about the things that we want to get done today? Did I prioritize them? Did I take the things that are important and make them all ones, and the things that are not important, make them threes and have somebody else do it? What is the 80% of what you do that gets you, what's the 20% of what you do that gets you 80% of your results? And what are you doing to be healthy? Boy, this is a huge one. I've had 2 back surgeries. I had a heart attack when I was 34 years of age. I got some interesting cards dealt in my genetics. Um, Whoops, that didn't help, did it? Give me a second. This thing just popped off. All right, let's see if it'll come back. Okay, perfect. Okay, so what are you doing to be healthy every day? Success is a series of daily habits and daily victories, and you get to reset the clock every day. Did you look for problems to solve? Did you see things that were wrong? Did you study how people did what they did and then you incorporated it into your world? Were you playing the game? It's just a game and games are fun. Life's a game and games are fun. Money's a game and games are fun. Finance is a game and games are fun. And when you win, when you have daily victories, you get perks, you get bonuses. that you can go spend on fun things. That's the key right there. Did you add more value? Were you more valuable than the guy next door? Were you more valuable? Did you add bigger, did you make a bigger difference than somebody else? If you did, you're on the right track. That's number one. Now, as we add new pieces to this, number two is to separate your time and money. Oh, we're adding a whole new layer. This is not about just your money, but your time. What are you doing to be effective with your day? You've only got 24 hours in your day, and probably you want to sleep part of that. What are you doing to be effective with your time? Well, the first thing is, did you prioritize? As you get your list, there's a big list of stuff, and every day you're going to create a list. And then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to try and chunk some stuff together. But the biggest thing is, what is the 20% of what you do that gets you 80% of your results? Now, for some people, for a doctor, it's probably 10% of what they do gets them 90% of the results. They're a specialist, and that's all they do, and they're the best at it. So you have a laundry list of stuff. Every day you're going to come number these. One, two, this is a one, this is a three, this is a one, this is a two, this is a three. Well, guess what? My number threes, I'm going to delegate. I'm going to try and have somebody else that's better than that. Could I learn how to program? Yes. Is it a smart thing for me to do? No. It's so much smarter for me to get Ethan involved and get out of his way and kind of show him what I'm thinking, talk about it, and he's part of the team. Walt Disney did not build Disneyland. Walt Disney did not build Disneyland. Walt and his brother Roy built a team, built a company that built Disneyland. Steve Jobs did not build the iPhone. Steve Jobs, Tim Cook, and a whole team built a company. Steve Wozniak started in their garage. Steve Wozniak was the one that built the computer. Steve Jobs was just the marketer. He was the promoter of it. But the brains was Wozniak. And they built a team that built Apple. Okay? So you're building a team, you're building a system. Warren Buffett, we just watched Warren Buffett's big event. Warren Buffett did not and does not do all the picking. He doesn't run the companies. He doesn't manage that stuff. Warren Buffett, Charlie Munger, and Greg Abel, and hundreds. I mean, they have, they only say they've got like 12 people at the main office in Omaha, but that's just basically to run the one part of it. They have 189 operating businesses. And those businesses are systems that they've created. But Warren and Charlie built a company that replicated how they did what they did. Now, Warren is passing the reins off to Greg Abel at the end of this year. Now, he'll still be around, but it doesn't matter. The systems they build in place will continue. And after Walt and Roy both passed away, guess what? Michael Eisner came in there and he made the thing go even bigger and faster and stronger because he didn't have some of the hangups that the war wounds that the founders had. Tim Cook has taken Apple to a massively bigger level than I would say even if Steve was still here because he didn't have the same war wounds that Steve and Wozniak had, Jobs and Wozniak had. So that's what's so important to do. I want you to be thinking about separating your time, separating your money. What are the ones that you need to do? What are the ones? The twos you delegate. As much you want to delegate as much of this as you can. And only the things that you have to do, and your job, honestly, guys, is to just get it done. Your job is to get it done. And what's the most important thing that you can get done today? So that's your time. You are going to be thinking about your body, your brain, your being, your time, people, Guess what? Money's last. Daily victories. Daily victory. Are you having a daily victory with your body? What did you eat? Did you go for an exercise? Did you go for a walk? Are you drinking water? Are you drinking junk? Are you drink what are you what are you putting into your body? A bunch of refined sugar. Are you putting protein in it? What are you doing with your brain? Are you feeding your brain good stuff or stupid stuff? Your being. Well, that's a huge one. Did you help somebody? Did you move somebody along? Daily victories. What do you do with your time? You got 24 hours to reset, and every day you get to replay it. What'd you do with people? And last one's what'd you do with your money? That is all the things that we want to talk about when you're separating your time and your energy right there. Boom. Now, number three. Number three right here is to share with others. Ah, that's a habit. Now, we say give to church and charity. I want you to add another layer. I want you to add another layer. So we say give to church and charity. But the additional layer, what's the additional layer? I want you to share information with others. I want you to share knowledge. I want you to share encouragement. Number three is to give to church and charity, but really, we're changing that. It's really to share. You can share your time. What else can you? You can share your time. You can share your knowledge. You can share your service. And you can share your money. All those things. So number three is bigger than just giving to church and charity. It's really sharing. Can you share? The only way you can get what you want out of life is to share with other people. The only way you can get what you want out of life is to help other people get what they want out of life. The secret to living. The secret to living is giving. Giving what? Giving these things. Giving these things. That's the secret to living right there. Tony said that. My friend Tony said that. The only way you can get what you want out of life is to help other people get what they want out of life. Bob Allen. Good parents give their kids good memories. Bad parents give their kids bad memories. What are you giving your kids? Good parents, bad parents, good citizen, good adult. That's number three. Number four, automatically invest your time, your energy, and your money. Oh my goodness. You want to automatically set systems up. You want to set up systems to get results. There's activities, results versus activity. Automatically things. I have a team. I have a team, and automatically we talk about stuff and find out what's the most important stuff, and then I get out of the way. Automatically, I know it's going to happen. Automatically, we've built a system. It took 3 years to build the system, but now it just cranks and we can replicate it worldwide, but we had to go back and build the system. Your money system, your financial system, getting automatically money moved from your bank account to your investment account. It just automatically does it. Automatically does it. Oh, amazing. We have stocks in Berkshire. They own 189 businesses. They have cash. They have all this stuff. Automatically, they're managing it for me. I don't have to manage it. When you pick and choose, you lose your time and you lose money because we're not as good as that. We automatically invest in the S&P 500. Why? Because there's 500 big companies that are all over the world. And they're the biggest dang companies. So we want to automatically invest. We want to automatically, and I want you to remember, there's more than just money. It's your time, your energy, all of these things. We want systems, activity versus results. In money, it's easy to see. And the reason we don't pick and choose is because it takes up our stinking time. I don't have time to go pick and choose. I have time to build my businesses. I have time to make more money. We have to do all those things. But number four is to automatic. What are the things that we can automatically get done? When I was managing 90 units of real estate, every mortgage was put on automatic, so they all got paid. Credit cards got paid. Everything got paid automatically. Boom, 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 boom. So I don't have to do it. I created systems. The French fries never burn at McDonald's. And it's the same lousy hamburger. I've been all over the world, and it's the same, basically the same hamburger all over the world because they've created a system. Save yourself time, energy, and money. What does system stand for? SYSTEM. Save yourself time, energy, and money because you're creating systems. You're creating systems, and that's what we want you to be able to do. Number five, it's the systems. Number five is to save and spend. Okay, where are you spending your time? It's easy to just figure out where you're spending your money, but where are you spending your time? Where are you spending your energy? Here, with money, we're managing that on one piece of paper. But we also want you to figure out how to manage your time, your energy, so that we can work on the 10% that gets us 90% of our results. Successful people, that's what they do. They do that. So you're going to save and spend, but you're going to save these on time, energy, and money. It's more than just money. This is how we make it work. Now, number six habit is to add real estate and business. Okay, so on your business, you are going to figure out businesses that you can build a team that replicate, that duplicate. You've got to be able to figure that. You've got to do your real estate so that other people do it. You spend your time as an investor. You get paid when you're an investor. If you're mowing the lawn, you get paid like somebody mowing the lawn. If you're an investor, you make a lot more money. So think like an investor and become that investor. And then number seven, this is the success and money wealth formula. Now, wealth is W, well to thee, wealth, well to you, wealth to others. That's what we're trying to build here. That's the formula. So, what's the formula? Well, the formula is to have all these things working. Now, I'm going to show you the money side of it. The money side of it's right here. The money side of it is that we want money coming in from our businesses. We want money from our job, from our business, and from our real estate. And we want money coming in to separate accounts on a monthly basis. Okay. Times have it go up in value. Times time. That equals wealth. Now, what does Warren Buffett do? He reads 5 hours a day, 5 to 6 hours a day. And Warren Buffett will be 94, excuse me, he'll be 95 in August. My dad's 4 days older than Warren Buffett. This is the money side of it, but he is he has been compounding his knowledge and more importantly, his experience. And he's been pouring that in there. And as he gets more knowledge and more experience, he gets a better rate of return. He learns what to do and what not to do. Times time, he's been doing it for a while. That's why he is so wealthy. And guess what he's doing with his wealth? Giving it away. And on his headstone, it's going to say Warren Buffett, teacher. It's not going to say Warren Buffett, the world's greatest investor. It's going to be teacher. Should say giver. That's what's on going to be your headstone. You got 2 dates. You got the date you were born and the day you're going to die. I attended my uncle's uh, funeral the other day. And on the program was the day he was born. Right there, the day you die. There's a whole bunch of little check marks in there. Just for easy illustration, the average lifespan is 80 years of age in America. For somebody to live to be, that's the average, I think it's like 76. Well, that means somebody had to die at 70 for somebody to live to be 90. Okay. So you got 4 quarters. There's 4 quarters of your life. And I'm just making this really, really simple. We're going to go 1 to 20, 21 to 40, 41 to 60, and 61 to 80. Well, some people are going to die in the fourth quarter. They're just going to be gone. Some of the people get overtime. You don't have time to mess around. Your time is limited. One of these days, you're just going to check out and you're going to be gone. And when you're gone, did you leave a mess or a message? Do your kids know how to drive the Ferrari? Or are they going to run? Are they going to wreck it? Did you leave a message or did you leave a mess? That's the key. Now, you take these 7 steps, you take these 7 habits. There's 7 of them. There's a lot more than that. There's a ton of those. But I want you to expand that. I want you to add layers and layers and layers and layers of more information. That's the key, guys. That's the key. You know the basic structure of the 7 things. Now we're just going to add more layers and layers and layers. And then we go down to number 6 where we're starting to do real estate. We're going to flip one little piece of real estate and then we're going to do it again and learn from it and do it again and do it again and do it again and do it again. When I teach high schools, a lot of 16-year-olds, 17-year-old kids in there, and I'm 66, and I say, who wants to trade? You can have the money, and I'll just tell you, let's say there's $10 million there. You get to be 66 and $10 million. I get to be 16. I get to keep my knowledge, and you get to keep your knowledge. I get to keep my experience, you get to keep your experience. Who wants to trade? And nobody will trade me. Nobody will trade me, even if I say it's 20 million. And then I get some smart alecky kid that says, I'll trade you. Then I say, okay, well, good. Guess what? You got to have hearing aids. You got to have some issues with your heart. You had to have two back surgeries. You got to have two special needs adult children you got to take care of. And I don't think I'm going to do the trade now. I even had one kid said, I'll do that deal, but I'll trade you when I'm 80. What is the greatest thing you have? Is time. So let's don't waste it. Let's figure out how to be effective with our time. Let's figure out how to use that time. Let's figure out how to get on that journey. You're on the right path already, guys. You're on the path. Let's have friends and family get on the path with you. It's a journey, not a destination. So just kind of in closing, I want you to make a difference. I just make a difference. I want you to make it happen. People talk about it, but do they do it? Do they pull the trigger? Do something even if it's wrong. I don't care if you fail. I want you to fail fast so you know what doesn't work. Sometimes you don't know. You just got to fail fast and learn from it. Don't bet the farm when you're failing. Fail with stupid little things, that you can learn from. Learn from others. Read, study other people. The worst thing you can do is learn this all on your own. That's stupid. Figure out the tricks from other people. If you'll do that, you'll be successful. What's your job here? Your job is to have a good life. Your job is to help other people. Your job is to have a wonderful life. Because when you pass away, they say that your whole life passes before your eyes when you pass away. Well, that's probably true. But guess what? Your life is passing before your eyes every day. So I want you to look at every day what you're doing. Are you helping people? Are you moving them along? And sometimes it's not easy to do. They don't, but you just keep at it. You just keep at it. Teach your kids how to drive the Ferrari, but you usually have to go to the church parking lot and start with the minivan. Because one of these days you're going to be gone. And guess what? We want them to have a better life. You want your grandkids to have a better life. That's why we created this. And that's why we're a network.